What up, crew? It is Magic Monday, and this is your place to learn Magic, master your performance, and captivate audiences. Today I'll be giving you a lesson in larceny. Now I'm sure a lot of you have played poker before, and if not, you've at least heard of poker. Okay, now poker consists of hands that each player gets, and each hand contains usually 5 cards. If you're playing Texas Hold'em, it contains 2 cards, but you're pretty much making a hand of 5 cards, okay? And a great hand to have in poker is a straight. So let me give you an example. Let me pull up a straight here. So we're gonna use 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 as an example. So we have 5, 6. Right. So check this out. I have this poker hand. Let me just get it in order. Right. So we have 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. All right. We got a full poker hand. We're all good to go. It wasn't in order, but now it's in order. Okay. We'll leave it right here, and we're gonna need 5 more cards. Of course, if you want to use this method, you could only use 10 cards, which is never actually what happens in a poker game. But we're just going to use this to demonstrate. All right, so we have 10 cards. If I had a spectator here, I'd take these 10 cards and give it to the spectator. I'd have the spectator cut the deck as many times as they would like. Now, the whole intention here at the end is to be able to deal the straight for yourself. Okay, and this is no easy feat. This is why some card mechanics, some card sharks, card cheats, whatever you want to call them, they can deal cards from the top, they can deal cards from the bottom, they can deal from wherever they'd like. But of course, you're not a professional card shark. Maybe you are, but who knows? But I'm going to assume you're not a professional card shark, and you can't just magically deal from top or bottom wherever you'd like. But when you're holding the cards now, let's pretend the spectator is holding the deck. You're holding the cards. I want you to deal off any series of cards for yourself, any series of 5 cards. You can deal from the top or bottom. Just deal 5 cards for yourselves and deal yourself a straight, okay? So let's say you want to deal from 1 card from the top, you want to deal 1 card from the bottom, another card from the top, and we want to end it with 2 cards from the bottom, okay? Let's take a look at these cards. And the card you dealt to yourself was actually a straight. Look at that. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. You learned this lesson very well. Alright guys, so welcome to the tutorial. I know the performance wasn't the best because it was a little difficult to do without having an actual spectator here, but I think you got the main idea, right? The whole premise is to make the spectator feel and look like a card mechanic or a card shark, whatever you want to call it, by being able to deal a straight after mixing up a packet of cards. And fun fact, this is actually known as Lesson in Larceny by Carl Fulves. So now that you know all that, let's go ahead and break it down. Before you can actually start your performance, there is a small setup required. All you have to do is take your favorite straight and put it on top of the deck, lowest card on bottom, highest card on top. So this is the straight I'm using, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, with an alternating color pattern. All right, so you take this, put it on top of the deck, and now you have these random cards in the center, just like this, and now you're ready to perform. When you start your performance, you first take the deck out of the tuck case, and I'd recommend giving the deck a false cut, false shuffle, whatever you want to do, but you want to maintain those top 5 cards, right? So the way that I do it is I throw over a small packet of cards, pull this back, shuffle these over, take a break where I originally had in-jogged those cards. There we go, and I still have my straight that's right on top, okay? And boom, there you go. That's step 1 of the performance complete. Now, what you want to do is, these 5 cards that you selected, you want to take their counterparts. So if you selected 5 of hearts, you take 5 of diamonds. Selected 6 of hearts, you take 6 of clubs. 7 of hearts, you take 7 of diamonds. So you want to now go through, and you can do this in front of the spectator. It's encouraged to do this in front of the spectator. Go through and select out those 5 cards. So if I could find them, there we go, 5 through 9. And of course, I put them in together. When you're performing this, they wouldn't be together. But you put them here and you quickly show them to the spectator. So not so they can take a look at it for a long time. Just quickly show it to them, square it back up, and put that on the table. And now, one thing to keep in mind, for this packet, you want the smallest card on top, largest card on bottom. Whereas the top of the deck, you want the largest card on top, smallest card on bottom. And one thing to note for your performance, while you're going through the deck and picking out these cards, you want to kind of have a little bit of small talk with the spectator. telling them what a card shark is, what a card mechanic is, or what a straight is if they don't know that. So you take the cards now and put them on the table, and then you tell the spectator you're now going to deal off 5 more random cards from the top of the deck. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the reason why they seem random is because you've shuffled up the deck now, right? They've seen you shuffle up the deck. They've seen you pick apart cards that you need. And, you know, these 5 cards that you place down here first, they saw you take them out one at a time. And if a deck was set up, generally these cards would be together, okay? So now in their mind, the deck was thoroughly shuffled. There are truly 5 random cards on top of the deck, even though we know, right? We know that they're not. So this is here, and now you can do exactly what I did for the performance. You can cut this as many times as you want. It's really not going to make a difference. And of course, have the spectator do this just so they have a lot. There's a much bigger impact at the end of the trick. Cut it as many times as they'd like. And then you could tell them a card mechanic deals from the top, deals from the bottom. They're not going to be allowed to deal from the center, so don't tell them that. But you pretty much tell them that the card mechanic can deal from top or bottom whenever they'd like. And you could tell them you don't expect them to be able to do it perfectly, flawlessly, but you're going to allow them to deal any cards they'd like from the top or bottom. But they deal 5 cards just to themselves. So they can literally deal off anything they'd like. They can take all 5 from the top. They can take all 5 from the bottom. They can take 2 from the bottom, or 2 from the bottom, 3 from the top. They can do whatever they want. Deal 5 cards to themselves. So let's just do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we've dealt those 5 cards. And if we take a look, here we have 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. The spectator is now a professional card shark. That was a lesson in larceny. And of course, we end with a quote of the week. So this one is by Guy Finley. He says, if you want light to come into your life, you need to stand where it's shining. All right, guys, have a great week ahead. And if you have some extra time, check out this video right here. You made it this far. You like this video. Check out this one. I'll see you there. Peace out.